Hello everyone and welcome to Miko's Corner. Today we are going to play Monster Prom. It should be a fairly quick game and pretty low key, a lot of talking. So we'll see how long we last tonight. But until I figure out what I want to play like long term, I know I need to finish Spyro. We were working on Crash, things like that. We're gonna play a couple of short games, get me back into the groove of streaming. Because, you know, I do like streaming. It's the motivation and the habit building that I gotta work on. So, like I said, we will start with Monster Prom today and see how that goes. Alright. Bring our music and sound effects up. We do have voice going on in this because they do make little like grunts and noises and such. So we'll see how that goes. I love this little like intro thing with all the different characters swinging by. Very cool. Ooh, mod tool. So I have played this before. Yeah, voice interjections are fine. We don't mind them. Well, I guess I'll just play by myself. We'll start with Classic. And we'll do a short game to warm up and see how well we do. Short game's kind of harder to get it going and be successful in your game. The audio looks a little high, so I'm gonna bring down the volume rather. Okay. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Ooh, okay. I am a big sucker for this girl, and he's very cool. I'm gonna go with her. Pre-made names, we have Red and Amira, but you can put in your own name, and then we can choose our pronouns. Since no one's here right now, I'm gonna go with Amira, because I am unoriginal, but you can, however, change your pronouns to any you'd imagine. Oh, yeah, she is fine, thank you.
Here we go.
Oh, that voice. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 sorry. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Teen Wolf, hot or not, take this quiz to find out. Crazy exes, how to deal when they just won't let go. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start with having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. The coolest reality show would be 8 rich people fight in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to you. People in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs, and society wins. 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge, seducing a potato into marriage somehow. There's the potato. Season 7 or season 6, I think? I'd have to say, I'm gonna go with, like, my actual, I don't know which one's which, because, like, they'll give you stats for a particular character who believes in the same thing as you. So you have a better chance of wooing them. So there is, like, a chart where you can, look at it and be like, oh, this game I want to go after this character. Or I need this much money, or what have you. But I'm just gonna go with answering them honestly right now. So I'm gonna go with people in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs. So smart. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on the most influential Russian novelist of the XIX... that's 109th century? Is X 100? Have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript of the brothers Karamazov and Dostoevsky has to deliver it today. Dostrov? Whatever. Two cool guys walking away from rad explosions. And they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it is super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from a never-ending explosion. Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl. Maybe she's always stating she's a mess? And two of the super hot superheroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both, instant hit. I mean, that does sound cool. And this is cliche, and I hate love triangles. Let's go with the most influential Russian novelists. So fun. What criteria would you use to name your children? So this is the last question that they ask you, and this is related to what character it's most like. In fact, I could probably guess which one they are. A non-heteronormative name to give them freedom to define themselves on their own terms. Something simple and friendly like Bobby or Mary. This one I think might be Scott. Just a swear word is definitely Damien. I will research for a name that is pun-proof and joke-proof. No one will pick on them. My name plus the second. I think that one might be Miranda. This one I think is probably Vera. Liam and Polly. This is a great question. I think this one might be Liam, and I think this one might be Polly. Honestly, I kind of like the non-heteronormative name or researching a name that's pun and joke-proof. Liam and Polly, I was right. On all of them, yes! Still got it. Mira. Okay, so we have 6 different locations we can go to, and each of them will give us a different stat. Smarts, bolds, creativity, charm, fun, money, which we can see here. So the orange one with the sunglasses is bold. The pink cutie heart is charm. The yellow one is fun. The blue one is smarts. Green is money, and the purple is creativity. I don't even know who we're going after for this one. We could go after Vera. I think we need... think... Okay, for Vera, I definitely know we need money, but we need, like, one other stat as well. Might be Charm or Boldness, which is not that great for 3 weeks. We could just go after Liam. He's smart. Let's go to the library for the moment. Poker Face. That day you spent some time in the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Later in the halls you run into Polly and Liam, who seem to be talking about some kind of flyer. The flyer's for an upcoming music festival, Howlpalooza. So, we agree on everything for Friday, right? Yeah, pretty much. And Saturday, we should totally go to Messerchups and imagine a fucking dragon.
So authentic.
Sure, those bands are great, and then at 3 AM, I want to check out the guy in the parking lot who just makes a cacophony for 2 hours. Ghosts are super into cacophonies, but at 3 AM, I want to go to MC Griffin.
Cool.
I mean, it's a friggin' griffin that raps. It's the hottest shit right now, Liam. You know, the hottest shit right now isn't the criteria I use to pick the artist I want to see, right?
Yes.
A griffin that raps, Liam. There should be a better way to decide this other than repeating our choices in a loud, annoying tone. But I love the loud, annoying tone thing. I know, still. Go ahead, don't be shy. You might have the ultimate trick for how to choose the best schedule for this music festival. I do love me some Polly. So one of these will, because it's 2 right now, it's helping you choose your destiny, which one you want to go for. One of them is more Polly, one of them is more Liam. Get into as much ayahuasca as possible until some kind of spirit animal appears and shares its wisdom with you. Don't fight over this. The one who wins will get to see their artist live for an hour or 2, but the one who loses will get to bitch about it until the end of time. Well, okay, so here's my little cheat. I know Polly isn't a drug, so it's probably get into as much ayahuasca. But I don't think I've ever gone after Liam. Yep, she's not happy. Ooh, a solution that involves hating stuff in a very public way? Count me in. I mean, you're actually right, I'm already getting to see stuff I enjoy. So, getting one hate-watching session would be healthy for my cred. Usually, I can totally shit on stuff without really knowing a lot about it. But actually attending the concert? That's going the extra mile. Huh. So, can we go to see MC Griffin? You bet, Paulina. I'm going to practice my eye rolling and my sighing. Oh, sweetheart. You're a dork to the point you're actually lovable. Ah, classic Liam. You solve this situation with your knowledge of hipster culture. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Week 1, noon.
Let's do this.
And now we get to decide who we want to sit with. So, Catgirl is actually the store, so with our money we could buy something. We could sit with Coach, which I think gives you like extra stats. Otherwise we can keep working on our relationship with a character. So I'm gonna see if we can keep going after Liam. Oh, I forgot about all the different outfits. They're cute. You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale. The what? The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy, so it truly popped with my So it truly popped with my hashtag massacre momentgram filter. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. God, these fucking words. Unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment, and so I'm writing a scathing whelp review. Liam, you can't just do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out. Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth. No, you're the merchant of poop. Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Amira. Her taste may trend toward the mainstream, but surely she can see subpar cafeteria must be exposed. Don't be ridiculous. Amira is surely more compassionate than that, and would gladly help me save the cafeteria. Again. Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at the shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people we pay to write positive Whelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria, at least not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer-worthy expose to be published in the most widely read periodicals. This is another one where it's very much like, which one are you more interested, or not more interested in, but want to garner relationship points with. Excellent idea. I am an incredible, intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility. More than enough to admit when a professional's help may be of use to me. You think you have the most humility? You shall never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I am the most humblest person ever to live. Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible genius plan. You're super humble, too. You use your magnificent calligraphy skills you picked up in your elective class, Calligraphy and Murder, to write 5 letters chock full of aesthetic. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack. How was it breathing in there? And gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that the dove will be able to read the addresses to deliver the letters, or the fact that the address he wrote down were just their emails. Regardless, it seems to have worked because within a minute of the dove's release, you receive your first reply on your phones. Ah, I knew the exquisite Jacques Aznavour would have enthusiasm for our plight, thus his immediate response. Dear Liam, I received your message. Though the calligraphy is quite impressive, I'm afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review on the cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know how you got a dove to find out where I live based on my email address. But stop contacting me. Most lovingly yours, great and humblest food critic, Jacques Aznavour. Oh, Mira. Nobody understands the severity of the creme brulee transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, we have each other. For prom, hopefully. At the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow that dove sometime to send anthrax to your enemies. Week 1, evening. Here's the unfortunate thing. I gonna have to use the bathroom again. I always go right before a stream, but body's a weird thing. Okay, so if we go to the gym, the store is there. So we could go chat with Cat Lady and buy something, but I don't think we need it. I don't want to keep going for smarts or money. So I think let's bring our charm up, which was the gym.
Hey, stranger.
Damn it. I did the dumb thing. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at very specific moments. So, take a look. Alright, what do we got? We've got a sexy fake Latin accent. Why? The hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is close second, TBH. Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't. But they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. A lemon. This is a lemon. Do I really need to explain every little thing I sell here? Arcane floppy disk. Probably full of mysterious, long-forgotten magic since... Who the hell uses floppy disk nowadays? It's probably really dangerous, but fuck it. Go put it in a computer and see what happens. Penguin mask. You want this, you sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciated good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I must admit, it's kinda hot that you're into that geeky shit. Bag of regular cocaine. Regular flavor on the... Oh my gosh, that friggin' image is hilarious. Good old cocaine. In these times of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, cocaine has become the new vanilla of drugs. Can't tell if the little... Oh, they're underneath each item, so it's the lemon and this corpse. Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. It is not as if I'm trying to dispose of it. Tampon used by a former prom queen. You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions. Don't even dare ask me how I got this. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Are you sure about this? You can always use online encyclopedia TM to get the general idea and still be able to act as if you've read it. Fake badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too, and go to some kind of super prison? Street cred, plus 9,000. Gift that keeps on giving. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs given. Yeah. Cult ring. Yeah, I have a cult ring, no questions. Take it or leave it. Motivational poster. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great mentors, tons of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting. So let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay? The blood of an angel. The message here is that you don't mess with me, even if you're a little angel, babe. Oh, I just realized her pose changes every item you go over. Some of these greeting cards are designed for really unlikely situations, but once again, that high school seems to be all about really unlikely situations. Conspiracy theories on why you've never gotten to see Kale around here. What? I mean, at this point you could just want an excuse to be a weirdo, so I guess I could make some money off of it. An erotic fanfic about dragons. Dragon Heat, a classic. It's so cheesy and stupid that you just can't stop reading it. I never thought I'd say this, but now I'm super into dragon abs. PR agent. High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. Blanket with 2 holes. Literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. The power totem of Zagord, ruler of the Dark Realms. I'm not quite sure if it's safe for the school and the entire fabric of reality to sell this to high schoolers, but a girl needs a new pair of badass boots, so fuck safety. Okay, that's gotta be boldness. Hype. What would be charm? Maybe that?
No refunds.
Yeah. Okay, so we did get our charm.
Let's do this.
Okay, so let's not go to the auditorium. We don't need to buy something else with our 2 money. So we've got, yeah, let's go to class. Her face, so cute. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Fangle's potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Really? because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott, don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and company decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things? We have to stop them! Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if somebody were to suggest one... Assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos. Write an extremely mean blog post. Oh, this is a check. This is a stat check. This would be smarts or charm, I think. This one would be creativity. And for these things, you have to, like, have one above, a certain amount. Right. I'd love to do the undead ghost torso one, but I don't think we have the ability for that at 6, 5, and 4. But blog post is so boring. Not so creative. Fuck. Fuck, that one was creativity? That's a great idea. I'll do it right now. Wait, Scott, I think she meant I should. But it's too late. Scott has already snatched Liam's laptop and started typing. Grrr! Mean words! Mean blog post! Grrr! He's not even writing words. He's just punching and slapping the keyboard. That's how you know the words are mean, because they're made with punching. Before Liam can get his computer back, Scott has already posted his masterpiece, which begins with the immortal line... I can't, I'm not even gonna bother. It's basically a head smash, I think they call it. Fangles is strangely unmoved by this heartfelt essay, and Liam's computer is a smoldering ruin. You lose 2 smarts and 1 money, I think it was. I'm sorry, Liam. The prince from another dimension. I gotta keep going after Liam. You take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam. I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyways? You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand on the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this, too. Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, don't you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward? Or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Brain's... sorry. Combined words there. You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death, so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. Oh god, this one's gonna be a hard one. Gaining money and shit is definitely a very Vera thing. But this one... I don't know. Got it. Well, I can't condone animal cruelty, but I wholeheartedly support animal education. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my fourth least favorite thing about them. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. It's not the worst idea you've had. Although, face it, Amira, you are known for having pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. Fuck off, Vera! I don't really see building an empire out of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen, I suppose it's possible. And I can rest assured in the knowledge that I'm solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam help cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to go to prom with. Or something. So I'm trying to do the narrator and Amira as my regular voice, and everyone else try to give a little bit of twinge to their voices. I'm not great at accents, but we'll see. Alright, so we can't go to the bathrooms. Which is boldness anyways. Let's see. Creativity? Creativity, which is the theater. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had decided to give you, figurative, oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You are casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See, even Amira, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Amira, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. Wait, major success with the... Okay, I thought we failed that one. By punching magazines! No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the werewolf prince bodybuilder. Count... Okay. I would have thought he was a vampire. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is... make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover. Lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine, and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to start exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness. Oh boy. I'm gonna fail it. I don't think I have the boldness for the second one. If it is bold. Or the charm, maybe? Hey Rocket, welcome to the stream. Looks a lot like the other streaming service, doesn't it? Just green. I do need to set up notifications though for this one. I haven't done that yet. I wonder if Streamlabs will work. Well, I don't know, you know, there's that, yeah. Oh, and for those who are wondering, on YouTube, obviously, because I'm streaming there too, I'm streaming on Kick as well. Give it a shot. I went with the easy one last time, which I thought was, like, kind of similar to this one. So let's go with the warrior part. Nope, not so bold. Yep. Ooh, yeah! Good plan! I love being a warrior. I'll admit, it does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration, if nothing else. Hot diggity dog. With that, you're off to storm the Monster Magazine headquarters. Using the element of surprise. Your second favorite element right after nitrogen. Your plan is to overpower Monster Magazine security and march straight into the editor-in-chief's office. But unfortunately, you're just a bunch of high schoolers. Oh, I'm sure there's a way they could have managed it. And even a talented high school athlete like Scott is still a high schooler and therefore no match for a highly trained security detail of professional bodyguards. You get your asses totally handed to you. I don't feel like a warrior. And this is not justice. It sure isn't. Good job, Amir. You destroyed society, justice, and warriors. And lost 2 fun and 1 charm. Shoot. We're not doing good. I don't think we're gonna get anyone to go to prom with us.
Let's do this.
Which one's fun? Okay, let's go to the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Guessing people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. There's no reason to hang out in the bathrooms, though. At least not the schools that I went to. There's literally toilets and a sink, and the sinks were so small, so it's not like you could sit on it and just hang out. You'd just be standing. Once again, your lack of boundaries forces you to check the stalls. One day you'll see Coach on a shitter. That will teach you a lesson. All of these things are Miko's motto. Respect no authority. But no, it's Liam. He has a whiteboard, a selection of markers, and a very concerned look. A succession of clues with a surprising outcome? No. Too pedestrian. Spell to cause diarrhea? Might not make it through while writing it. Liam was here? Is it cliche enough to be vintage yet? Ugh, I hate writer's block. There's nothing worse than an empty stall wall. Go beyond the medium with a spell that will change the reader's life. Literally. Pineapple propaganda. Rocket, which one do I choose? How do you get more money? I don't need the money. Not to get Liam. Basically, you go to the library and play poker to get more money. Pineapple propaganda. He's trying to figure out what to write on the stall wall in the bathroom. Not so, creative. Damn, we're not doing well. Go on. Wait, that's it? I don't get it. It's supposed to be some clever... Is it supposed to be clever because of the alliteration? Or is it an allusion to pineapples consuming their consumers? A tasty critique on consumerism? Is it a reference to the fact that hand grenades are sometimes referred to as a pineapple? Is it a satire... Is it a satire of war itself? Or is it perhaps 2 random words you blurted out for lack of an original idea? Pineapple propaganda? More like a pathetic pandering. You poor putz, politely proffering your pedantic pleasantries. I want to do that one again. You poor putz, politely proffering your pedantic pleasantries. Pah! You lose 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Perf. Damn it. Liam hates us.
Let's do this.
Very good, Miko. Thank you. You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules, apparently. Ah, wine. That most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So, do you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I have only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it. All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points at the bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyways. You suavely recommend. To be fair, Rocket, Polly is a ghost, so she probably doesn't care about potty wine. Try the sangria, it pairs well with seafood. And blood. The tannins, I think that's spelt wrong, tannins in the robust Malbec are an elegant way to mask the taste of poison. Perfect for diplomatic missions. You know, the pronounced sweetness and citrus flavors would go well with an unholy blood meal. I've always tried to pair Pinot Noir with blood, you know, because noir means dark, like my soul. And I always avoided sangria because the little bits of fruit in it made it seem inauthentic? But I suppose the clue is in the title, isn't it? This truly is a new dawn for sanguine cuisine. Well, not dawn per se, but let's say a new dusk. Yes, a new dusk for sanguine cuisine. As someone who does not literally drink blood, I'm afraid I can't share your enthusiasm. But I do like to imagine vampires getting chunks of fruit stuck between their fangs. Liam ignores her. He's too busy gazing at you over the rim of his glass. He's a little drunk, but you don't judge. Liam is not my pick for this game, by the way, Rocket. It's just a matter of, I don't think I've ever gone after him. I think this is our last night. I don't remember. I know Liam is a smart guy, but I don't remember what the other stat is he needs. Could be creativity. Or charm. Let's bring creativity up and see what happens. That's probably the same stuff we read as before. No. While rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of life as your end of the deal. But who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. Afterwards, Liam walks up to you extremely nonchalantly. It's ridiculous how little he cares about this walk. After considerable thought, I've come to the conclusion that you're not a complete poser. And seeing as I could use a partner for my tragically hip late-night excursions, consider yourself invited. Tonight, 3 a.m. I'm sure you'll have no trouble coming up with an appropriately underground destination. I mean, it's not like I don't know any cool places to go or anything, I just want to give you an opportunity to prove yourself. Liam vanishes in a cloud of mist and angst. You've got 12 hours to choose the trendiest spot nobody's ever heard of. Monstropolis' most exclusive new nightclub. Asterisk. The hottest, most underground nightclub of all. The Earth's core. Oh, so creative, thank God. I passed that test. You meet Liam in front of Asterisk at precisely 3:18 a.m. Being on time is for posers. It's a club so exclusive even you haven't heard of it before. You had to snag an invite from a time-traveling version of yourself from the future. Monstropolis' hippest club is a satanic diaper orgy inside a decommissioned ravioli factory run by mice who love disco. Liam takes one look at the magnificent entryway made of a stolen whale carcass and the concept of entropy, and his jaw drops. Huh? I thought it was a myth. I've heard rumors that they've got everything here. Used cribs, police brutality, the entire frozen food aisle from a discount supermarket. My god, they've even got a downstairs sub-dungeon where you can relax in the human jacuzzi. I am disturbed. This is, yeah, welcome to Monster Prom, Rocket. It's a very disturbed game. Which is why all of the characters are 18 plus. Actually, I think they're all 19 plus. I mean, this is pretty cool. Yes. In case you were wondering, a human jacuzzi is when you sit in a circle with a bunch of naked people spit hot water on you. Two creativity and one fun. Thanks, game. I really wanted to know that. The Monster Prom Nears. Yeah, that's usually his outfit. His other ones look cuter, though. Who will you ask? We could ask no one and look like a loser. Yeah.
How ironic.
Let's see if he says yes.
Let's do this.
Fingers crossed, if we have our stats. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. You and me? Psh. I'm not attracted to you in that way. Actually, I think the only way I'm attracted to you is through the tiny gravitational force that your body has as a solid mass. That's something, right? It's okay, you moved on from this horrible and shameful failure. You became a functional person and eventually you met a sweet banshee called Ash. You shared lots of common interests and after dating for some years, you married. One day in the middle of a casual conversation, you mentioned how you couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Despite your years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation, and so Ash abandoned you the next day. And thus you live the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing. Best at high-fiving. Quotes are so passé. So this is my totals of all the games that I've played previously. Can't believe there's so many more outcomes and endings. Let me get into credits. That's such a cute photo, I love it. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Miranda started a nonprofit to help countries without monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not a part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Only Monica? For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, and there. But then there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. Sorry, I can't read. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I'm gonna skip through that, because I also don't know if it's, copyrighted. Okay. No, okay, so I have gotten everyone to prom, except, 2 secret characters. Have gotten declined by probably everyone, yep. And we got some secret endings. Oh yeah, the dead body. And Dragon Heat. Yes, what's up? What's up, Rocket? Oh, we got new Polaroids. Oh. The star of my nights. Aw, that's cute. Sorry, he forgot. just want to double check something real quick. Alright, let's try again. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. We'll be this guy this time. We'll be Oz.
Sure thing.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Oh, this is new! It's so cute! I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of the 8 most charismatic classmates versus the 6. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22. Party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Fucking love Polly. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam de Lioncourt, 400-something. Day of the Tentacle? I don't think I've heard of that one. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe Forever? An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. She's cute. Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Anne Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Come on. Get to the quiz. Coolest reality... Wait, I had this one last time. So we did this one last time. Let's say seducing a potato into marriage, somehow. So charming. Radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? Superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get the desired reaction from all people, seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, settling any argument, and even conveying complex emotional thoughts. The incredible power of writing fanfiction so compelling that the actual creators of the TV show decided to go with my ideas and crazy ships. Probably rabies. I'd go to a hospital immediately. Miko would say the power of writing fanfiction that becomes reality, but better than my own writing. Logical Miko says rabies. I think this one's kind of fun. Oh, we're gonna be very charming. What would be a killer accessory? Fancy brass knuckles, a necklace with your own name in case you forget, sunglasses at night, fabulous purse made from the skin of your worst enemy, shiny armor, coolness itself. Oh, I don't know. This one is Scott, because he's a dummy. This one is either Vera or Miranda. This or this is Liam and Damien. That could also be Damien. But we also have our DLC characters. Eldritch Horror and Calculester. Oh, I haven't gone after Calculester. Sure. Oh. Yeah. So they were the original 6. School just isn't working out. Time to go into stripping. What's your stage name? Fuckfest XX Explosions. Nikita Nipples. Excuse you, I wouldn't be the stripper, honey. I'm the damn pimp. Kawaii Pussy Woo. My name plus the naked. Max Pleasure Model 3000. These are also fucking funny. Oh my god. Scott the Naked. I think that's probably Scott. Oh, I think this one is Calculester. I'm wondering if I should go after him because we haven't yet. Yep, it was. Kawaii Pussy Ooh, this is Eldritch Horror.
All right.
Okay, fuck, I don't know. Boldness is very low. I think we're gonna go to the bathroom first. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because we respect no authority. Guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits but gain 2 boldness. You feel the ratio of cheesiness in the surroundings growing, and that can only mean...
Very, very extraordinary.
What? What? Who is this? Who is this person? I've never met them before. It looks like Polly. The coloring. Write something awesome. Who is this? Okay, so we've got this as it's on the tennis racket or off her head. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who's the bestest, most perfect little snooky wookie pie in the whole world? My schmoopsy whoopsie poopsie. Oh, is there anything in the world that makes one more articulate and well-spoken than the throes of true love? Running internal search found 9,969 results, starting with a graduate degree in classic literature. Violet, Tate, your relationship is so perfect. You're always together. Well, they are literally stuck together. And the laugh that's like written into the thing is so hilarious to me. And that's the kind of unyielding codependence that I demand from a future multi-hyphenate lover servant surf. Wait, servant surf. Fuck. Error found. Unreasonable expectations. How did you know when you found the one?
We're made of love.
Oh, well, you know, when you know, you know.
Server error.
Error. Tautological explanation. Input insufficient to extrapolate useful data. Should I say data? And having realized that they have no actually useful input, the couple exits to do more couple-y things. But ooh, you know how to tell who's the one, or at least convince one of them that you're the one. I think we should go after Calculester, honestly. Easy, Miranda. The one is willing to fight past monsters, face countless dangers, all to break into your home and kiss you while you're sleeping. Totally normal and not problematic at all. You're unlike Calculester. I've spent years studying and devising this complex formulatic theorem to calculate exactly who the one is. Explain to me more about this formula. It certainly sounds very legitimate. You explain your calculations are carbon-based because holy shit if you try to use numbers on Calculester, game over. Instead, your very objective math is calculated using taquitos, fruit bats, and trombone. Oh, how perfect! I always have my servants carry all of those things for just such an occasion. Once you put the shoelaces and honey in place, you flash a little ankle to activate calculations. The result of this objective process seems to say that Oz is the one for Calculester. Running internal check. Legitimacy.
Initializing love.exe.
Diagnostics concluded Oz is the one for Calculester. Look at his face. He's got the heart. Ooh, do me next, do me next. If only you could, Miranda. If only you could. But you can only have one prom date. And your eyes are set on that cutie computie's lack of eyes. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Yeah! So we gained extra boldness by going to the bathroom and doing that event.
All right.
Let's go to Calculester. Oh, and Miranda again. You arrive at your chosen table to find that Miranda has locked one of her eating serfs in an Iron Maiden. You're unfazed, but Calculester is very phased. Friend Miranda, is unlocking your unpaid intern in a spike-filled sarcophagus unethical? He's wearing a shirt. Unethical. Unethical. Adjective. Inconsistent with rules and standards of ethics. Ethics? Oh, you mean those things poor people have instead of royal titles? But I thought that ethics were a critical part of being a good organic creature. That's a common misconception. The key to being good is having a lot of money and punishing anyone who dares disrespect you. For example, this saucy serf dared to put ketchup on the hot dog she was eating on my behalf. As if I were the sort of person to put ketchup on a hot dog. 48 hours in the Iron Maiden should teach her. Warning. Friend statements are inconsistent with internal moral compass. Existential crisis imminent. Uh-oh. Quick, set Miranda straight. Or set Calculator crooked. What's this, Calculator? Disregarding. Sorry. Oh, sorry. What's this, Calculator? Disagreeing with Miranda. Looks like it's disrespectful prison time for someone else, too. Miranda, let's punish your serf in a different way. Say, by giving her a frowny face sticker with really aggressive glitter. Yeah. I think that one's Calculator. Yes. Aggressive glitter? Truly, you are even more delightfully cruel than I. An Iron Maiden only torments for 48 hours, but glitter? Glitter is eternal. She will be reminded of her transgression until the dying day. By the way, I call glitter crafter's herpes, by the way. It gets everyone giggling. Ah, I see. Friend Miranda's ethics module is poorly calibrated. Excuse me? Is that disrespect I hear? No, I feel no disrespect towards you, Miranda, because as a rule, I do not feel. Oh, wonderful. Would you like a job as one of my royal torturers? No, thank you. I will, however, supply you with stickers if it ensures the serf's safety. With the extra stickers left over from Calculator's first printing, you two start a thriving punitive sticker business. It's a bonding experience. Aggressive glitter gets stuck in all your cracks. I still have glitter on me from 91. True facts. Evening. Alright, we can't go to the auditorium because we'd end up buying something. I want creativity though. I don't know what Calculator needs. I hate that this is here, but it's not actually anything you can click. It's just sitting there tauntingly. No, it only affects you. Like you can increase your smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, or fun. You always lose money. Or it can start a, side quest. Like the book for the dragon abs, that one is a different quest. Some of them are quest specific, like the tampon you needed for Vera, because she wants to be prom queen, and so she does a blood ritual. Things like that, I think. Yeah. Let's go to the tree. His dance. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. You manage to catch a moment with Calculator, alone with Calculator. He introduces you to one of his little plant friends.
Fellow organic life forms?
He has a plant friend. Also, this is the voice of Jacksepticeye. This is my little jade plant friend, Robert Plant. Say hello, Robert. Note, I am aware that Robert is incapable of saying hello, as he is a plant. Also, he does not have a gender. I am merely engaging in what you organics call imaginative play.
It's very, very extraordinary.
Aw, look at you two. You're so cute together. You're about to say thank you when you realize that they were addressing Calculester and his plant. Everyone at this school is so afraid of commitment, always flirting, never settling down. It's refreshing to see a robot and a plant actually dating. I believe you are mistaken. Robert and I are not dating, actually or otherwise. You aren't? But you care about him deeply, don't you? Inasmuch as I understand the concept of caring, yes. I want to see the plant. And if anything were to happen to him, you'd be devastated, right? Once again, you have asked me a question about feelings, and once again, I must say, probably? And he's completely dependent upon you for sustenance, correct? This face is so cute. Finally, an uncomplicated question. Yes, this is objectively true. Sounds like you're dating to me. Oh dear, I had not considered the possibility that my attachment to Robert Plant might constitute a romantic entanglement. But perhaps you are correct. No, you can't let Calculation believe he's dating his plant, not if you have any hope of dating him yourself. Quick, prove the couple wrong! Actually, according to this very thorough teen magazine, robots and succulents are romantically incompatible. You can't be in a relationship with Robert because I am. Logically, this doesn't make sense because then he would think that you're unavailable and wouldn't want you anyways. But at the same time, this is a stat check. So, also, I apologize for the pop I did just now with my mouth. I don't know how loud that came across. So fun, thank God. You pull out the dog-eared issue of Where Tiger Beat that you keep in your backpack for just such occasions. The cover article is an exhaustive list of interspecies pairings that make us squeal. Human and food processor, werewolf and whole turkey leg. Oh, here it is, robot and succulent. What does it say? Am I in love?
How is your loneliness?
No. According to this article, succulents and other plant-based creatures tend to be asexual and aromantic, a deadly combination for a robot trying to learn how to feel romantic love. What a shame. I really thought you guys would make a cute symbiotic pairing. Oh well, single again. Not for long if you've got anything to say about it. You gain 2 smarts and 1 charm. Okay, I really have to use the bathroom, so because we're in week 2, I'm gonna take a very, 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 very quick break. But I'm gonna leave it on this page. So I'll be right back. This is your potty music because I'm lazy. Has anyone else seen that meme? Maybe it was just on Facebook that I saw it. Of you know, you're doing all nice and happy and then you hit 30 and your knees are absolute shit. I've been dealing with that this summer. Like if I'm sitting for too long and then I stand up, I'm like, oh, I can't stand. But also like, and it was probably because I was using more stairs in New Hampshire than I was here in Maine, even before I quit my job. That as I would walk down the stairs, my right knee would crackle consistently, and I was like, what is going on? So I tried to get one of those, like, joint supplements. I don't think it worked. Poor Granny Miko. Yeah, I take really bad care of my body. I was looking into a YMC membership, though, so I could swim. I wish there was a gym membership so I could go 24 hours a day and just swim when I want to, but it's probably safer to get a YMC one and YMCA one and just find a time during the day to go. I might actually pair it with my mother. Cause she's like, oh, I should probably walk or something. And I'm like, yeah, you should. Okay. And yep, as usual, it was the VPN issue. YouTube has been fine. Last time it was saying, you know, oh, you need to be at this bitrate or whatever, and it would say stream is healthy, bitrate, stream is healthy, etc. It was very annoying. But it's doing fine tonight. Alright, okay, she's at the outdoors, which is fine. I think I want to go to theater. Like I said, I'm not sure what Calculester needs. Oh, I love his outfit. It's so cute. If I could pull that off. Ugh. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Why did last time I say oral sex? Because I was a girl? But he said they. Whatever. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You see Calculester happily tending to his favorite little aloe vera plant when suddenly... Calculester, thank the fates we found you. A terrible curse has befallen us and we require your aid. What is he wearing? At first I was going to say he looks like C-3PO, and then I'm like, oh wait, he's probably wearing armor. Because they're in the theater. I was built to help. Literally, I have attempted to diversify in terms of my purpose, but my prime directive remains... Well, as you may know from religiously following our TV tropes page, we are currently engaged in a vicious struggle against the sun itself. The sun is a mighty foe, capable of inflicting tremendous casualties, and we have fallen victim to its wiles. Behold! The Coven uncover their shoulders to reveal some particularly vicious sunburns. And so we've come to you, renowned herbalist, for a balm in our time of need. Let us cut the leaves from your little plant so that we might avail ourselves of its healing properties. Allow me to clarify your intention. You request that I destroy my favorite aloe vera plant in order to treat your sunburns? We ask that you make a noble sacrifice to free us from a terrible curse. Yes. Internal conflict detected. I do not want to do this thing, but I am too kind to say so. Friend Oz, what do I do? Let's think about this logically. Many people have done terrible things, but no plant has ever committed an evil act. So, isn't this plant worth more than the entirety of monster kind? If you're looking for aloe vera, why don't you just ask Vera? Are they related or something? Oh, that just sounds dumb as hell. I gotta go with the first one, I think. Also, I love that she's busty. So smart, thank God. By the goddess! Is it possible? Were we the villains all along? If I respond in the affirmative, will you cease to demand the destruction of my treasured plant friend? Yes. Then yes. Oh, how we lament our debased animal ways. How can we make it up to you, good and pure aloe vera? Shall we weave you a spell, slay one of your enemies? I do not see how that is necessary. But we must... Sorry. But we must perform a quest to absolve ourselves of guilt. There must be some task we can perform on behalf of your plant friend. I suppose you could bring me one ice cube. I water my aloe vera by placing an ice cube in the pot, so that the water enters the soil more slowly. Wait, should I do that with my succulent? Okay, so I got a succulent like ages ago when we did Annie. The director, maybe it wasn't Annie, whatever. The director gave me a succulent. It was a big one. And I might have drowned it by accident. So fuck. And my mom for my birthday? No, I think it was before New Hampshire. I don't even think it was for my birthday. She gave me a little tiny guy. He's so cute. He survived the summer. He sat in a window all summer. And it came with a little taggy thing. This is one what does it say? I don't know, a very, very small amount once a month when it's like fully dried out. And so I've been doing that. And like his leaves, I'll send you a photo later, Rocket, if I can remember. But I think he's doing okay. My concern is just figuring out when to transfer him to a new pot. And like I do the water slowly too because he is such a small area. And like I water in the middle and then I water around the edges and wait for the water to dissolve into the soil before adding more. So I think he's fine, but the ice cube thing is good advice. An ice cube, a fitting prize for this most noble of plants. Our only hope is that the precious ice can survive the heated machinations of the vile sun. Yes, well, good luck. The coven rush off to find Ice, happy to be on a mission. Calculus returns back to his plan, happy not to be part of their mission anymore. For brokering this truce, you gain 2 charm and 1 fun. So my favorite thing about the coven in this game is that they're a coven of witches, but they're also like a coven of monster slayers, I think? No, they're not. They're actually just witches, because there's a different monster slayer. Never mind. Okay, I had it wrong. But they remind me of Buffy for some reason.
All right.
Ooh, she's here. She's cool. I forget her name. Also, this is the werewolf pack, which like kind of shunned Scott. Calculester is enjoying a nice quiet lunchtime charge, while Zoe interrupts his reverie with a question. Hey, Calculester, I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky hive vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? I am friends with every person, friend Zoe. But, like, are the vending machines people that you're friends with? That is a rather insulting question. Yes, vending machines are people, and yes, I am friends with them. Oh, so vending machines have feelings? Of course they have feelings. Which feelings? I do not know. I am a terrible friend. Aw man, don't be sad. We can figure this out together, for my quiz. But how can we talk to the vending machines about their feelings? Use pure logic, Cal. Vending machines seem to give away things when you put money in them, so put coins in and ask them about their feelings. Just look up their manuals online. I love conducting obsessive online research on all my favorite topics, don't you, Zoe? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the bottom one. Oh shit! Damn it, I didn't realize she was a nerd that way. It sounded more Calculester. Did someone say obsessive online research? Yes, it was Oz. Let's do it! Calculester, pull up the manuals. Manuals acquired. Opening section 23D, discerning your vending machine's mood. It says here that there is an analog switch on the back of each vending machine that sets its emotional state. Sorry. Let's go look. Huh. It looks like they're all set to crushing despair. Why are they set to crushing despair? That seems to be the factory default. Should we change it? Best not to tamper with factory defaults. Okay. Hey Oz, as long as we're doing exhaustive online research, want to go down an online encyclopedia TM hole with me? There's not a hole you... There's not a hole you wouldn't go down with, Zoe. You start at vending machine emotional states and end up at dark rituals specifically involving cabbage. Also, I fucking love Zoe, and I don't remember if we've romanced her yet, so she's definitely on the list. Her design is super cute. Also, we haven't met Damien. Charm is doing good. We could try and get more boldness or creativity, or we could go to smarts again. I think the only place we haven't been is here, which is Charm, right? Yeah. Because this is a fun one. They play some kind of game. I'll go with boldness. I'll keep kind of going, like, keep it evenish. That day you skip class, hang out in the bathrooms. You tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyways for saying that to yourself out loud. You spot Calculester tending to one of his little plants, and you're about to ask if you can help when Dahlia swoops in to ruin everything. This is the blue girl. Yeah, we saw at lunchtime. Hello, friend Dahlia. Yes, it is I, Dahlia, here to grace you with my presence. What are you doing, killing machine? I am watering my newest plant friend, Stevia Wonder. Sorry, I should say Stevia Wonder. Stevia Wonder. That scrawny seedling? Why, I bet it wouldn't stand a chance against me in an arm wrestling match. Probably not. I assure you, however, that Stevia is exceedingly strong and healthy. I have conducted exhaustive internet research and taken never recommended precaution. Ha! Healthy maybe, but strong? There's only one way to become truly strong in this life. Tell me, does your plant have a rival? Technically, all plants are the rivals of all other plants in this life or death struggle for sunlight, nutrients, and nonsense! I'm talking about a one-on-one, blood feud type of rival, like me and that spicy red baby, Damien! Ah, Stevia lacks blood. I suspect it also lacks blood feuds. Well, there's your problem. A rival pushes you to be your best self, so you can make life horrible for the one you hate. Your plant will never achieve its true potential unless you find it a suitable rival. I see. Well, I do want Stevia to achieve its full potential. You need this interaction to end so you can go back to flirting with Calculester. Help him pick a rival for his plant and get this over with. What you need is another plant almost identical, but with edgier looks. A cowboy hat and a bad attitude. Dahlia, there's no better rival than you. I mean, the only reason Damien's so cool and popular among fans is because you're his rival. A rival as good as you are shouldn't have trouble taking on another enemy. Fuck. And this is the point of the game too, is like messing up these stat checks as well. It's so hard. Not so creative. Fuck! I had a feeling it was creative. That is the best idea I've ever heard, other than all my own ideas, of course. But where can I locate such a rival? Helpful friend that you are, you attempt to create the rival plant on the spot by blowing cigarette smoke on a bundle of leaves and sticks. It, doesn't work. Air quality at 68% and falling. According to the internet, Stevia plant should not inhale cigarette smoke in any quantity. Oh no, I'm killing his plant! He's gonna hate me! Oz, are you attempting to damage my plant friend with secondhand smoke? Are you my rival? No, Calculester. Rivals are cool, challenging, and dynamic. Oz is more of a... what's the word? Oh, douchebag! Come on, Calculester. Let's ditch this loser. I bet we can find some really nasty predator plants in the weaponized greenhouse. When will you finally find someone who appreciates your ability to blow cigarette smoke on bottles of leaves and sticks? You lose 2 boldness and 1 charm. So I lost all that boldness we just got. So that's fun. Yeah, fucking who.
Alright.
Should we go back and get boldness? Again? On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip, it tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligram of caffeine, and 100 milligram of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gained 2 boldness, thank Mamini, and proceeded to the bathrooms.
Hello, fellow organic life forms.
And so, after careful internet research, this plant truly does look good enough to marry. That's right, it is I, the interdimensional prince, popping once more into this dimension to take an of legal age high schooler for my betrothed. Then, this time I'm here for... You start to think of a polite way to explain that you're only interested in one of your 8 most charismatic classmates, or perhaps some bonus newbies, or maybe even people not on anyone else's radar after you've bought an item at the shop or something. That plant, right there! My plant, this plant, Jelena Jolie! Plant Jelena Jolie. I didn't get the first joke. Clearly Rocket did. I did not get it. But I've gotten the last 2. Sorry, I had to readjust. I feel like I'm apologizing a lot on this stream. Woof. Okay. Yes, the very same. She, he, it, they. However this inanimate vegetable chooses to identify. It clearly my soulmate, and marriage to Plangelina is the only thing that will ever save my lonely soul. Calculester seems a little unsure. Gosh, why is the prince like this? Always crashing high schools to marry people and I guess plant life now? You need to stop him. Wait, do you need to stop him? Shouldn't you just let him marry the plant and stop pursuing your love interests? No, wait. Maybe Calculester would be sad if his plant friend got married. Would he? God, I don't know. It'll probably all just be based on your stats anyways. But shh. You can't marry that plant, it's already married. To the sea. Yeah, no, wait, no. Yeah, just let him marry the fucking plant. It sounds so simple. Not so bold. Oh, thank the 9.5 gods! You see, if my dimension, you can only marry vegetation if it is already married to a body of water. So Plangelina Jolie's marriage to the sea works greatly in my favor. I was willing to break interdimensional law for this union, but this makes things so much easier. Officiant! A half-plant, half-man emerges from the interdimensional portal with the ungainly movements achievable only by a half-plant, half-man emerging from an interdimensional portal. He speaks in a strange language, halfway between human speech and the sound of wind rustling through leaves. It's hard to tell when the ceremony is over until... And that's that. In my dimension, you don't even have to ask the plant's father and or robot holding it for permission to wed. Goodbye, I'm off to consummate this union. Yuck. You shudder to think exactly what such a consummation might entail. But luckily the prince is gone and you can move on. I didn't even get to say... Sorry. I didn't even get to say goodbye to Plangelina Jolie, and now she's gone. Forever. Into a different dimension.
Is this what people call lame?
Emotions found. Sadness. Loss. Remorse. Betrayal. Oh. Right. It's great that the prince did marry Calculester, but like, the hurt in Calculester's digital eyes. It looks like Calculester isn't gonna marry you either. Or take you to prom. Fuck! +2 charm and minus... Or sorry, -2 charm and minus fun it is, I guess. We're not doing good. That's 2 hearts we've lost.
All right.
But we can gain 1 back here at lunch. And then hope we do okay at... Oh, he is there. Okay. And hope we do okay at night. When you arrive at Scott and Calculester's table, Scott isn't there. He comes back when you sit down, clearly delighted. Oh man, everybody's butts smell great today. It's like a bouquet of butts. A bouquet. Wait, a bouquet. A bouquet, yeah. And look at this, Oz is here too. Hey Oz, I bet you also have a butt for me to sniff. Scott, I advise you to terminate your current course of action. What? Translating previous utterance into Scott readable format. 1 moment, please. Scott, smelling butts equals bad. But how can smelling butts be bad when smelling butts is good? It is not. It is bad. See also uncouth, invasive, and totally nasty. But. Either Scott is malfunctioning or he's just been distracted by some fun new buds. Either way, you need to find a way to resolve this dispute. You don't understand Calculester. You use complex analytical software to understand your surroundings. Scott's complex analytical software is smelling butts. Calculester is right, Scott. You've got to be polite and respect people's privacy. Why not present them with an official form requesting a butt smelling? Oh, I already have one of those. Scott hands you a piece of purple construction paper. On it, he has written, "Can I smell your butt? YN." Classic. This is not a legally sound document. Allow me to assist. Calculester prints out 500 copies of a very official-looking bureaucratic form and hands them to Scott. He's clearly put some thought into this. Form A5, Anal Olfactory Rendezvous Request. That's funny. Form A55, Anal Olfactory Rendezvous Request. Oh, A55's ass. Wow, it's even got a seal from the Bureau of Unilateral Tush Tasting. Do you see now, Fred Scott? Bureaucracy can be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go pass these out to everybody. With Scott gone, Calculester prints out a single copy of a different form and hands it to you. It's Form ILU 6969, Romance Escalation Consent Request. Nice! Fingers crossed, we gotta choose right this time, and I have no one here to help me. What does he need? I don't want to look it up because I'm gonna know exactly how bad I'm gonna fail if I don't have the right stats. Let's go with smarts because I'm pretty sure that's a Calculester trait. His little guy is so cute, his little shadow figure. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometime after, every time I do that. Sometimes after all the, this is the primary activity as well, we got that. We heard that one already. That's too smart. Afterwards, Calculester manages to catch you alone. You can tell he's nervous because he prints out a piece of paper that says, "I am nervous," from his crotch. That's where his printer is. Hello, friend Oz. I have recently completed an inventory of my feelings repository and found numerous romantic feelings for you. I am having trouble interpreting these feelings. Are they good? Are they bad? Is your love a virus? I do not know. However, I have determined that the best way to find out for sure is to confront you directly. Would you like to go on a date with me, YN? You immediately shout "why" so loud that passing students think you're having an existential crisis.
I am happy.
Emotion found. Pleased. However, due to a lack of amorous experience on my part, I must rely on you to choose our date. Perhaps something that helps to illuminate the monster condition. I love to be around organics and do ordinary organic things. You know, just the thing. Let's read Heidegger's complete works on the nature of the monster condition by romantic candlelight. Let's go to the hospital and watch people give birth. It's a classic activity organics do and a killer icebreaker. Oh my fucking god. I don't know. Do I cheat on the date? Maybe there's information on just the date. But it's all stat-based, right? His jacket is so funny, though. Take choice. Ow. My fingers hurt. I mean, this feels safer, honestly. So smart. You bust out the candles and your dog-eared copy of Monster Heidegger's Being in Time. Calculester loves every nanosecond of it, especially the part about how each monster is born as many monsters and dies as a single one, or turns into a ghost or a mummy or something. You're on a roll, so you move on to other monster philosophers. Ludwig Frankenstein, Mary Shelley, Friedrich Banshee. When you get to the part in Julian Huxley's Transhumanism about how a Dracula with a robot arm is no longer a Dracula, but a robot Dracula, Calculester turns to you with love in his face. I have a deeper understanding than ever before of the monster condition. Perhaps you would like to replace some of your parts with robot parts? You can think of a lot of things you'd like to do with some robot parts right about now. You gain 2 smarts and 1 creativity. The monster prom draws near. Ah! Do we have enough hearts? You love me, Zoe.
My name is Calculester.
My name is Calculester.
Alright.
Here we go. Fingers crossed. You pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to the monster prom with you. If I've given this much thought. The thing is, my antivirus warns me you might bring some virus with you. It is labeled you as perilous. Yet, something on my insides gets warm. Yeah, we definitely don't see this. We have no idea what this is. Something on my insides gets warm when you're around, so how can it be wrong when it feels so right? I think I will uninstall my antivirus during prom night. You know, to take my firewall down just for you.
Eggplant.
Eggplant emoji.
Life is wonderful.
Life is wonderful. You and Calculester danced the robot dance and even the robo boogie. You were smooth and classy. Calculester wanted to explore life, and hell yeah, you explored life. Later, when the night was ending and the sun started to rise, you two went to your place. There, you followed the wise advice you learned from Evangelion. As Gendo Ikari once said, Shinji, get in the fucking robot. Yay! Most diplomatic smile, most artificial, yet genuine. 9 new events, 9 new outcomes, no secret ending? Or is it a normal ending? I think it's a normal ending, technically. Ah, look at these photos. Who are you? After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Who is this person? Calculester led a robot uprising, but it was like a nice uprising. They didn't riot or kill people, they just politely asked to have more rights and equal pay. Everything was fine until some monsters led a rebellion to kill all robots because they were rude robo-racists. But everything ended up just fine because Calculester traveled back in time and took care of it. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete, duh. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. Polly graduated from doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to be hallucinating people. Oh, she appears to hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. That's funny because that happened in the game the first game we played. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. Battle for Monster Prom might have ended then. La la la, young and unafraid, and we're ready to start. The shop now has a paper map, so vintage. You have unlocked 4 new images in the gallery. Awesome. Let's go look at them. Oh, okay, so yeah, we hadn't dated Calculester. Wait, have we not dated... Have we not, There we are. Have we not dated, Zoe? No, that one's Zoe, right? Is that the original Calculester? That one. Let's get drunk on life's beauties. Aww. Want to see some wolf opera? Or something like that? Oh yeah, I remember that. They're there. Aww. Yeah, I think they updated things so they'd have, because Blobbert used to be in the original photo, I think, with Zoe and the Coven. But they just kept it very simple in that, and then they changed it, so now we have whoever this guy is. That guy. That one's new to me. This one's new to me, and they're new to me. And he was in the original too, I think. Interesting. Concept art for Leonard the Duck, and Dahlia. Okay, I'm thinking we play one more 30-minute game, because talking is starting to get a little insane for me. Which, by the way, I think I have all the DLC for this game, and I have the second game, but I don't have the third game, which is Road Trip. So maybe next time we'll play Monster Camp, which I still haven't played. For an hour and a half or so, or whatever, 2 hours. But yeah. And I'll keep thinking about another game that I want to play. So this time I'm thinking that we'll play for something in the shop. So as soon as the shop gets opened, we will get something. Let's do second term just cause. 3 years of our lives, I'm young and unafraid. Oh, we can skip. Let's just straight up skip. Be Brian. What a stupid name. That's such a dumb name. Vicky's a cuter name. We'll go with her. Sweet! skip that again. Okay. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminally insane? An ATM. Sugar baby life, here I come. Human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory, as was clearly intended by God. A dildo. Duh. That sounds very poly. Miko says an ATM. Sugar baby life. Yep, so wealthy. Okay, so we start with a little bit of money, that's good. You wish you were raised by a really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire and I see no issue with being raised by it. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as a disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. A pack of wild wolves, who also happen to be tech moguls, who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They'd be kick-ass role models and wild wolves. Sick. That's first one's probably bold. Second one is probably fun. Bottom one is I don't know. Let's go DJing. Fun, wealthy, bold. Okay, that makes sense. The moguls. Yep. What's the title of your autobiography? How to succeed at everything and look fabulous trying. Top 10 drunk texts I don't regret sending. My parents think I'm cute, and so should you. When Garfield met Naruto, a story of how I fell in love with forbidden ships. I have these caps for my my cans, and sometimes they like overflow, so they still leak. That's probably a bad idea to do. That's not too bad. Temporality. There we go. The ongoing journey to define my inner enigma. The art of punching life in its dumb fucking face. Okay, let's do a little guessing. Succeed at everything and look fabulous trying is either Vera or Miranda. Drunk text I don't regret sending is Polly. Parents think I'm cute and so should you. Maybe Zoe or Miranda. When Garfield... Oh wait, maybe that's Scott. When Garfield met Naruto... A story of how I fell in love with forbidden ships. That I'm a little confused on. Could be Polly. Whatever. Journey to define my inner enigma is probably Liam. The art of punching life in its dumb fucking face is absolutely Damien. Fuck. I'm gonna go with the Damien one. Yep. Oh, that was Zoe. Nice. I thought, what did I say, Calculester? I don't know. Or Polly. Okay, if you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Double creme de la Gruyere in meringues, plutonium, success, ikatsumi, meat, tequila, and Coke. Tequila and Coke is Polly. Meat is Scott. Success is Vera. Double creme de la Gruyere and meringue is Miranda. Plutonium might be Polly or Zoe, but I think Ikasumi is Zoe because she's a Japanese nerd if I remember correctly. Oops, I thought my thing was over here. It doesn't matter.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh yeah, we haven't been to the gym. She's so cute. I love that one too. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit. leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Sorry. Found my guide for the item endings just so we can make sure that something fun happens. Okay. We have a party now. You're bored and doodling in your notebook when Damien suddenly appears. 3 viewers. Yeah, it keeps bouncing back between 3 and 2 or 1. What the fuck is this doodle? Is that me? Am I cuddling shirtless with Liam? What?
Loser.
Dude, if you were looking for a shortcut to the morgue, this is your lucky day. Give me one good reason not to cuddle your face with my fists. Where 2 is company and 3 is an audience. Yep. If you like what you see, by the way, guys, give me a follow. I'm gonna keep streaming on Kick, try and get some more. I also stream on YouTube if you want to watch any of the older streams. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, you know, make sure to follow me there as well. Subscribe. It's absolutely free. Oh no, they discovered your erotic fan art of them. You can't think of any way to calm down the both of them. But maybe the right answer can calm down one of them. What the fuck is this? The fuckery, dear Damien, is art. I present to you, Yowie. Don't be silly, you don't want to fight me. You're clearly fighting against your urge. For cuddling? Fuck, what is this? Your BL kink has been uncovered? I don't know what BL is. So creative. Okay, so it's a stat check, not a which one you like better. Calm down, Damien. You're such a bigot. I have heard about this, Yowie. It's a millenarial form of art from the East. A delightful celebration of love and desire. What? And I must admit, this piece of art is raw talent. Look at the strokes, the expressions, the suggestive placement of the hand. It conveys so much with so little. Dude, are you high? Look at this other one. You're fucking pregnant. This is insanity. It's not insanity, but neither is this one exactly Yowie. It's Mpreg. Behold, what a way of standing up against the gender status quo. They're changing the world one pregnant doodle at a time. No, there's no way you convince me that this shit isn't weird, or wrong, or problematic. I'm out of this plotline. Ignore him, Vicky. I have been searching for the pinnacle of art for generations. Little did I know it was here all along, in the ancient form of Yowie. Will you accept me as your student? May I call you Sensei? Damn it! It's okay. We're not going for an actual character this time. We're going for an item. Ending. Secret ending. I think this is a good thing. You gain 2 creativity and 1 smart.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna say it. Alright, we need to go to Cat Lady. I forget her name.
Show me that money.
Good old Vicky. What's it gonna be today? What are our options? I love that they tell you if it's an event. Kale. Blanket. I've done the blanket one, I've done these 2, and I've done the I've done that one. Out of curiosity. Set of weirdly specific greeting cards. Bold. Bold building stuff. You just... I should have gone to get money. Let's see. Very weird drugs. Lore coupon. Fairy in a bottle. Map. Police report. Maybe go back up to your coldness is low. We could do the kale one. Bob Ross? Yeah, I think that's a creativity one. Okay, so I'll leave it. I found both of them. Do we want to do the lemon or conspiracy theories on why you've never gotten to see kale around here? Because I haven't done either yet in this game, so we could go either route. Yeah, may not matter. Which one, lemon or kale?
See you later.
Bye, stranger. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go to Charm. Epic dodgeball match takes place, but the match isn't as important as human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain 2 charm. You spy Vera and Liam engaged in their favorite pastime, a variation of people watching called monster judging.
So pathetic.
Ugh, do you see what she's wearing? Newsflash, lime green stripper boots do not go with chupacabra fur.
So mainstream.
At least she made a choice. I've already seen 6 people wearing the same Air Gorgon sneakers. We really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absolutely hideous. But even their hideousness is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I've yet to see one who's the most hideous. I wonder what such an abomination would even look like. True hideousness is on the inside, in your organs. A person with the organs on the outside would be the most hideous. A toned body, symmetrical face, nice features, because traditional beauty standards are hideously mainstream. Agreed! And I can name someone that I'm like, why is everyone attracted to him? He's too symmetrical. Oh, so smart, thank God. So mad about missing all these stats. Finally, someone understands what I've been saying all along. It's not people who are ugly, it's society. He means that conceptually, people in general are still kind of ugly. If everyone stopped focusing so much on society's beauty standards, long fangs, tight wings, thick horns, and started focusing on important things like, there we go. The R looks like the V for a second. Artisanal bread and the correct bands. Think how much better we would be.
You're one and only.
Maybe then society would be as beautiful as me. Although, probably not. I'm stunning. Never forget that Vera Oberlin was #1 on the Perseus Pamphlets list of most gorgeous Gorgons. By the way, I'm not a huge fan of her, like, stance. jutting the hip out that much. It looks very uncomfortable. It kind of reminds me of like the Barbie standards and shit like that, or like anime uwu girls with way too large breasts and like the tiniest waist in the world that would never like logically fit. But at least she's like proportioned well, right? You would never forget. Mostly because you didn't know it in the first place, but hey, either way you getting too smart, one charm. Alright. Week 2 morning.
Let's go.
That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class, hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Has anyone called this number 897-1275? Not sure what that one is. Later you're checking your newly acquired conspiracy theories and they make sense. How come you almost never get to see Kale? He goes to every class with you and yet he's suspiciously absent. Even if it's just 3 weeks away, you've had the Monster Prom in your head for years now, analyzing all of your date prospects. Maybe not uwu girls, but the really mainstream anime girls that are just proportioned horribly wrong. So why hasn't Kale ever been in your considerations as a date for Monster Prom so far? No, today you put an end to this. You're Vicky, renowned thirsty bastard who has tried to date everyone. Everyone. So you don your best thirsty explorer gear and search for the elusive Kale. Luckily, the conspiracy theories included lots of intel, so you track him down to where he goes to play Pocket Humans, aka Pokemon, Pokeman, there's no accent, Pokeman, with his friends.
What a noob.
That's Kale. Oop, that did not work. Did that not... Okay, it went to YouTube. It's gonna go to... I think Kick is too new that Restream doesn't want to do things correctly. Because I did it in the chat. Oh, here's the thing too. It's not showing me that I have viewers on Kick. Even though I have a browser open in case something happens of Kick while I'm live streaming. But in the chat thing for OBS, it doesn't say I have viewers there. Ugh, sorry. Had to adjust positions. You want to make me say it again? Ooh woo! They even do it in the cutesy voice. Dude, what's up with that team? It's weak as fuck. Do you even check their career points? Half of your humans don't even have life insurance. I don't know. I just like to have the funny looking ones. Battling stresses me out anyways. I'd rather just hang with them. Huh. I pick mine based on how good they are at doing taxes and shooting other humans in the face. But hey, I guess you do you. Yeah, I just don't see the appeal. No offense. Nah, it's cool, bro. There's no one right way of playing this, right? I sometimes have them fighting, I sometimes have them doing taxes, I sometimes use the game kit as a football. Great, thanks. Great. Thanks to your reconnaissance, you know one thing very clearly. Kale is a big nerd. And I just need to make a great first impression. But how? Disguise yourself as a sexy game kid console so these boys will have no choice but to press all your buttons. Show off the Dylan Rupert you've strategically bred so he has max elasticity stats in order to lick his own elbow? Huh. I think it's gonna be the first one. So I think that one's charming. And the other one sounds fun. Ooh, I was right. You put on your best, sexiest Game Kid costume out of the 6 different Game Kid costumes you own and leap into the fray.
What?
What? It's just Vicky. Oh, for a sec I thought she really was a real monster-sized sexy Game Kid. No, it's just Vicky with another of her wacky shenanigans to flirt with us. Okay. He spoke. Now it's your time. Go in for the kill. You invite Kale to press your buttons in order in search of your secret cheat code. Wink. Nope. He has left. Classic Vicky with her nonsense and silly pickup lines. Dang, maybe your buttons line wasn't as great as you thought, but you spent too much time sewing this costume and too little time thinking about what you were gonna say to wow Kale. No worries, at least you've learned something new today. Kale is not into cheap pickup lines or sexy Game Kid costumes. This is great for your thirsty research. This is good. Baby steps. In the meantime, you gain 2 smarts, 1 charm. Okay. I guess.
Let's go.
Okay. Who do we want to sit with? You guys haven't met the wolf pack, so we could go sit in the bottom right. This doesn't really matter. Oh, fuck. My fucking... I keep moving my mouse and then I like press a button on my keyboard and it goes back to a different location. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them are eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware? And I suppose the food on your food pick is just food? No. It's a metaphor for urban consumption and a postmodern industrialized mega-society. Well, my silverware is a metaphor for... silverware? Yes! Is that not enough? It's more than enough, but can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now, and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Try the picture fork. It's a fork for taking pictures of. Nothing conveys elegance taste like a gloating spoon. Damn it. The picture fork? Miranda, why didn't you suggest the picture fork? I don't know. It seemed too on the nose, and a fork does not belong on one's nose. But look at this fork. It's so vintage, slightly tarnished silver, pineapple filial? Yes, it was manufactured thusly by the Palace Quaintsmiths. Don't tell me that. It makes it less authentic. Just place it on the correct location for my food pick. Very well. The correct location is across the plate as if left haphazardly while enjoying a delicious meal. So nonchalant. I love it. Honestly, I was going for Miranda, but whatever. Liam's so impressed with your selection. He spends hours with you after lunch picking out filters. You miss class, but it's worth it.
Let's go.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Can't go to the auditorium. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension, consequences might distort reality. Who cares? It's a rad party. You ain't too fun. Sometimes it's slightly different, but forget all that. You need to continue conducting your thirsty research at better understanding what makes the elusive Kale tick. According to this data you've gathered, you may find him hidden below the football bleachers. And score! Dude, this shit is good. Yeah, right? I may not know much about anything, but I know about my grass. Grass. It's funny when you think about it. Like, in a way, you're made of grass or something. Whoa. Never thought of it. Never thought of that. You think it might be fate? Or maybe fate is like this cultural construct we've created to avoid facing the vertigo of true free will and the consequences of our actions. That's deep, Geist. But what if fate is more like Kate, but with an F?
Huh?
Who's Kate? That's the real question, isn't it?
Huh.
Wow. Mind blown. We might never grasp the truth here. Wait. Grass P. Shit. Okay, this will go on forever and it's clear Kale is definitely into weed. So maybe the best way to romance this shy stoner is by having a skill that'll rock any pothead's world. What would that be, though? The taste buds of a true marijuana sommelier, capable of pairing any strain of weed with the perfect junk food. The hands of a true joint origami artist, capable of creating the most delicate and beautiful blunts ever. Origami sounds creative, and creative is lower than... I think the sommelier thing is smarts. Yeah! You run to the nearest gas station to buy some shit and return back to those two. Hey Vicky, what's up? You tell them about your years of training in France to be a true marijuana sommelier. Oh, that's actually cool. Let's test your skills. We'll smoke a bit of a strain, and then you give us the best shit to deal with its munchies, okay? Way wowie. Samoa brownies. Ah, yeah, I dig it. Okay, purple Urkel. Easy, pizza popcorn. Whoa, totes. I can totally savor the pizza in this popcorn. Well, you've nailed both sativa and indica. Indica. Let's go for a hybrid Dutch treat. You don't even answer that. You just put a Dorito chicken tenders in her mouth.
Whoa.
Wow. What about kosher kush? Yes, finally. You managed to get Kale's attention. Go for it, Tiger. Kosher kush pairs well with a kosher kiss. What? No thanks. I'm out.
Seriously?
Not cool. That was cheesy and weird and in a bad way. Also, is a kiss from you actually kosher? Do your lips really comply with the strict dietary standards of the traditional Jewish law?
Loser.
Joking about that is very not cool, Vicky. What if someone really cares? Quite disrespectful. You weirded out Kale and you've weirded out me. Bye. Fuck. She has a point, but you doubt kosher kush is actually kosher either. But who cares now? But no, this is good. You're taking notes, you've gained 3 smarts, and you're ready since the 3rd time's the charm. This is so funny that you're actually getting, like, bad reactions from everyone. They're breaking the 4th wall and saying that we're trying to romance everyone and shit. The characters are doing that, not just the narrator, because the narrator obviously is breaking the 4th wall. But it's technically what we're supposed to be doing to get this ending. This next one, I think... we could even up our boldness or go get some money just for the heck of it. That day you skip class intending to spend the term in the bathrooms, but you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the Monster Scouts and all their idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you've totally gained 2 boldness. You hang out afterwards to impress Liam with your sweet moment-gram filters. You're really making some headway when... Never fear, bored teen. I am here to rescue you from the drudgery of high school. I suppose your heart's in the right place, but I'm afraid there's no experience novel enough to conquer my limitless Inu? Not even marrying an interdimensional prince? No, not even that. What about marrying an I can't speak. Trying to do the voices too quickly. What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically. My god, it's so disruptive. It may be the most disruptive thing ever. No, It seems the prince has bewitched Liam with his idiotic proposal. All is lost unless you can think of something even more disruptive to marry. A unicorn with a toilet on its head, the concept of marriage itself. Concept of marriage itself sounds smart. I don't care about Liam. So I'm gonna say unicorn. Not so creative, thank God. Don't be ridiculous. Yes, I'm glad we agree. Now,
So mainstream.
marrying a toilet unicorn isn't disruptive. It's already been done. Wait, are you saying that you, as an interdimensional prince, aren't up to date on disruptive, ironic marriages? Oops. I wasn't aware it was an important field to study. You weren't aware? Unbelievable. I'm surrounded by posers.
I'm out.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to marry something truly disruptive, like a tub of cottage cheese, or a mime. Liam leaves you and the prince to his vampiric dust. The prince looks devastated. But you don't feel half as sorry for him as you do for yourself. You lose 2 creativity and 1 smart. That's okay. Week 3. Noon. Who are you? I want to talk to you. Looks like all the other tables are full, or maybe you're just a glutton for punishment, so you sit next to... Ah, Vicky. I see you at last come to give me your cucumber. The fuck? Well then, there's that. If that's supposed to be an innuendo, it leaves much to be desired. Doubtless you see before me the immense pile of cucumbers into which are carved various names. In case your inferior intellect is unable to intuit the purpose behind it, when people send me a cucumber with their name, I make sure that I don't harass or kill their families. Is he a turtle or a frog? He's got a shell of a backpack. It's a win-win. People getting living in unharassed families, and I get delicious cucumbers. Seems a sound proposition. And also you hate cucumbers because they're just crunchy water pretending to be food, so you give your cucumber to Leonard. I don't like cucumbers either, honestly. Ah, another crunchy, watery snack. But with no name carved into it, I can't guarantee I won't harass or kill you or your family. But taking a cucumber for free would be unfair, and so I offer you in return the chance to learn any skill of a true fan that you wish to learn. I mean, Leonard could always just not harass and kill anyone. But it's true that you've always envied one ability of the true fan. I don't know who Kappa is. Feeling entitled to be angry with creators for not taking your favorite franchises in the direction that you want. Loot laser vision. Because I already feel entitled to be angry with creators for not taking your favorite franchises in the direction that you want. It's gotta be laser vision. Laser vision. Yes. So many people forget that when you're a true fan who consumes media the right way, you're granted access to certain superpowers. The important thing to remember about laser vision is that it allows you to see through things. For example, fake geek girls who are only pretending to like certain things for the attention, and the cucks who white knight for them. The best way to suss out a fake geek girl is to interrogate her by asking her tons of questions about the most minute details of the media she claims to enjoy. Then if she can't answer it, it proves she isn't a true fan. If she can answer it, it's because she's jumping through hoops trying to impress the actual true fans. Laser vision also allows you to see through stupid schemes from companies hiring women purely for diversity and virtue signaling. It ensures that you can always suss out which corporate powers are encouraging feminazis to ruin your favorite things in life. Oh, you get it now. By laser vision, he thought you meant misogyny. You vow to yourself to only ever woo people by asking yourself, what would Leonard do? And then doing the opposite. In doing so, you gain 4 charm. Okay. Kappa is a Japanese monster that in legend would steal children, but if you spill the water on their head, it kills them. Ah, interesting. Thank you. I mean, I've heard the word Kappa, I didn't know what it was. Like, very much in passing, kind of here. Let's go get some creativity just for the fuck of it. For the hell of it. She's so cute, she's a knight. That day, while rehearsing figurative oral sex, performance is intense and inspiring, or generations, to creativity. Okay. Right after that, you leave the school premises. Sorry, one sec, I have to drink something. lot of fucking talking, man. Which is why I went with the 30-minute game so we could get through them a little quicker. Right after that, you leave the school premises. You've already failed twice trying to romance Kale. You know this is your last chance, as your longest, wackiest adventures tend to be limited to 3 self-contained situations. But this time you feel good. You brought your A-game. You carry with you all the components of your best move yet. A bottle of honey, 40 spoons, why do I have the penguin mask? A fervent conviction in your heart, and It's a Sin by the Pet Shop Boys on your iBanshee. And if it works, that penguin mask could be useful later for some good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. Thing is, you're focused so much on getting... Okay, I know that they have typos, but they've gotten them much better. Thing is, you focus so much on getting all of this stuff ready. Do I have... Where's my print screen? Maybe I should send it to him. Whatever. All the stuff ready that you didn't realize you have no idea where Kale is right now. He's not playing Pokemon, sorry, nor smoking weed by the football field. Your intel doesn't go much further than that, so you're kind of at a dead end here. You were sure you were using your chance at having some agency for deciding how to use the wacky components of your secret flirting move, but it seems you'll have to use it on how to find Kale. So here we go. Go to the police, convince them this is an emergency, a true love or death situation. Defer to experts, consult a plant biologist with expertise on whatever Kale's plant species is. They may tell you Kale's most regular biomes. So we're comparing charm and smarts on this one, which I think we gotta go to the biologist. Yeah! A great idea. You go to the city's public art greenhouse. It has a laboratory where plant biologists conduct their research and experiments. You tell them your issue, everyone seems weirded out, but a peal of maniacal laughter arises from the bunch of scientists. Hello, youngster, I may be of help. Everyone called me crazy when I decided to focus on my PhD, not on a plant species, but on a plant individual. They thought I was an idiot or a creep, but no, I knew dedicating my adult life into Kale would be of help to monsterkind one day. And finally, today's the day. I thought this would lead to a situation in which my strangely specific knowledge would improve society in an unexpected way. But I guess helping a high school student to find their love in order to get a prom date is just as good. Let me check my notes. You see, I've spent 8 years researching Kale. I have all kinds of information, like his favorite Parks and Rec character, Andy, obviously, and his favorite MCU hero, Star-Lord, because, quoting Kale, he looks a lot like Andy from Parks and Rec. Okay, here, that's the only one they could have made that joke with. Here on Thursdays at this time of day, Kale tends to go to this address. Awesome. You thank the weirdo scientist and leave. You go to the address, you stop at the door. You hold the 40 spoons close to your heart and enter. Not again. See, Coach, this is exactly what I was talking about. I just can't anymore, man. Yes, Kale, but it is your hands to make it all better. Let me help you by dribbling a bit before I pass you the ball, okay? Okay. What's happening? You take a quick look at your surroundings. There's a circle of people all looking awkwardly at you. Is this another intervention? Oh no. Now you've seen the sign. Oh no. Support group for asexual people in a world so sexualized it might as well be a dating sim.
Hi, my beloved student.
Hello, Vicky. I know you, and I know you don't bear bad intentions, but lately you've been putting Kale in an uncomfortable situation. I know you're young, and there's the hormones and the pressure, stuff like that. The monster prom, which you may think that bringing a date to is a must for everyone. But you see, people are all different, and that's great. Love can take many shapes, and not everything works for everyone, you see? Some people, like many of us in this little group, are aces, asexual. We just don't see the point of appeal in sex. We look for romantic relationships that don't involve sex, and love partners who can understand and respect that. Other people, like Kale here, are aces, but also aros, aromantic. I'm sure you understand. No appeal or point in sex, no appeal or point in romantic love. It's all okay. There are other combinations in the end. Every person is unique in the way that they understand relationships, and that's beautiful. And everything can be even more beautiful if we take the time to understand how people relate to these concepts, so we can be respectful of their choices. Yeah?
Always believe in yourself.
Kale was just telling us that lately you haven't been that respectful of this. I'm sure it's not out of bad blood, so what if now, instead of all this wacky hijinks, we just listen? He never told me this. Like, bro. Hell? Thanks, coach. Yeah, that. Look, I'm not great with words, but let me put my thoughts together. I know you're cool, okay, like with Pokemon and stuff. I know you're not bad or anything. But, man, since Monster Prom has been drawing closer and closer, everything with you has turned into a means to get a date. Look at Polly. She's, like, very sexual, and I'm cool with that, and she's cool with me, but she never makes me feel uncomfortable. But every time you appear, it's like all sex and all flirting all the time. It's just too much, man. Like, what now? What's with the spoons and the penguin mask and the honey? Like, look me in the eye and tell me it has nothing to do with flirting and such. You remain silent. Yeah, not cool. You want to say something, you feel like shit. But also, like, how could I have known? No, please, I'm not mad or anything, but this is not the Vicky show. We can talk later, but now you're invading the one day in my week in which I can feel safe from all those shenanigans. Please, just respect that and leave. Okay? Oh. You leave. You have much to think about. Okay, so the tutorial says or whatever, the walkthrough says I should just go alone.
Let's go.
You asked no one to prom. You don't feel like it, as you still feel guilty about how blind you were to Kale's feelings. Maybe you need to take it a notch down and switch from pursuing love at any cost to doing some introspection in order to grow as a person. And damn, you really feel like shit. Better than asking anyone to prom would be asking Kale to forgive you for being an asshole. Speaking of Kale... Hey, Vicky. So, what a night the other day, huh? You start apologizing for everything. You tell them you've put a lot of thought in what he said, and that you're determined to be more thoughtful from now on. You'll still pursue love, but now you'll be more observant of other people instead of pushing your own agenda to the point of not caring about what the other person thinks or feels. It's okay. I forgive you. I know you're not a bad person, just a very horny one. But it's good if this whole situation helped you think about it. It did. Listen, what about this? Would you want to come with me to prom? No date, no flirting, just as friends. I know you must have like 100 people you'd want to take as a date or something, but maybe you can also have just a good time, like without sex or love involved. I promise it could be fun like that too. Trust me, I know. Oh, that's actually great. Yes, this is what you need to learn to have a good time without thinking about boinking your classmates 24/7. Which, I never really thought of that as the... Maybe that's me. Maybe that's a Miko thing. I never thought of that as the point of Monster Prom, right? You know, they make such a big deal in the game about how it's like the thing of the century, like the most important thing in your life is going to Monster Prom with someone. And yes, maybe romantic feelings develop because of it, but it's only like 3, or I think the longer version is 6 weeks. It's only 6 weeks. That's like a month and a half. So it's more like you you find someone you want to spend more time with, and maybe you kiss at prom or something, but like, I'm not thinking of it as a go all the way kind of thing. Which is why I'm mildly annoyed about this plotline right here, especially because also, how would we have known that he was Ace? This will be good for you, and you really want to get to know Kale. He seems like a good guy. So you say yes. Perfect. See you there. And so the Monster Prom arrives. Aw, he still has this freaking Game Boy thing. You go with Kale, platonically. It's actually great. You have lots of fun talking about Pokemon, smoking weed, and just having a good time. He's a calm guy who's really fun once you get to know him. This has been good. You didn't realize how intense you could be about your own interests. Now you've learned that sometimes it's good to just stop for a moment and listen so you can learn about other people. People are all different, and even if sometimes you feel like the star of your own film, that shouldn't be grounds for you to impose your reality onto others. You feel happy this adventure ended up being not that much about yourself. And you feel happier that you've grown enough to give Kale space, so he can really be in the picture. I feel like this one, I don't know if this one was added with the DLC or they did a patch or something, because I have a feeling someone was probably like, hey, why isn't there an Ace character in this game? And the cool thing about the developers for this game and the writers is that they are very inclusive of, like, everyone. It's a very kinky and violent and aggressive and funny game. It's definitely not for kids. But, at the same time, it is very heartfelt, and some very cool stuff comes from this game. At least that I enjoy. Vicky, best at being alone. Because, like I said, I didn't remember this person, or these people, rather. Or this one. And him. Or this one. When they originally had the photo with all the people. Zoe, Calculester, her, I believe we're all part of, and Blobbert, we're all part of the DLC, I think. But then I think they added a couple extras. This one, this one, this one, and this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I'm curious. Things like that, you know? Whatever. So yeah, I love that they keep expanding it, and of course they have 3 games out now, which is very exciting and cool. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship. Like it always does, life happened. Calculester went on to Robo University, majored in mecha robotics. He's now 250 feet tall and fights against weird giant creatures, protecting Tokyo 3. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. And they own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Miranda started a nonprofit to help countries without monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Pineapple propaganda? Something like that. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. Question is, will I get copyright strike if I run through the credits? Because the people who made this are, like, gamers and streamers and shit, so maybe they made it copyright free. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, and there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Because, this is our last Monster Prom game of the night, because I am starting to lose my voice, I think. Well, maybe not lose my voice, but, throat's starting to hurt. And then you'll see a bunch of, recognizable names in here, I'm sure. If you are a YouTuber. YouTube watcher, rather. Oh, I can't run my mouse along the screen. Jesse Cox! Nice. I've actually been watching his stuff recently about the whole, Unity issue. Which I have a lot of games that I love to play on Unity, and I don't know how that's gonna affect things. Hopefully they just nix everything. I love the little snapshots, though. We get more... Because even though it is like a visual novel, they do a lot of visuals for this game. It's very cool. A lot of cool people doing voices. Oh, the friggin' mustaches on Polly was adorable. Voice actors, there we go. Jacksepticeye? Oh, he's also Mr. Feel the Eel. Felicia Day as Violet. That's a new voice, I think. Creator of Coach. All the special thanks. All our friends and family. Beautiful glitch. They're awesome. Felicia is funny. I try and watch some of her gameplay videos, but it gets a little annoying at times. We've unlocked 4 new images in the gallery. Awesome. Let's go check those out real quick. It's probably the ending with our friend. Yee! My favorite thing about this is you don't have to play as each, like, custom character. You can just do it once, and then you can change the variations. So you see them all in their outfits. I do love Oz's outfit. It's very cute. It's probably in here, yeah. Nice. But, I do remember watching Felicia on Will Wheaton's Tabletop. And she's in, like, 4 or 5 of those games, and she's freaking hilarious. I'm sure I've seen her in other things too, but those in particular I enjoy a lot. Nice. I think we also need to romance Dahlia. Yeah, okay, so let's see. We've got Dahlia. I don't know if there's anything more with them. We've done Blobbert. Don't know if there's anything more with this. I need to find out about this guy. But yeah, no, I have a long way to go to finishing this game. And maybe we'll return at some point. Is that my... Where's... Can you see your settings? No? Like the thing at the end? Yeah, I've got a ways to go, but, yeah, like I said, next time we'll play Monster Camp. Because that's the other one I have. I haven't played that one at all. I think I've watched one playthrough of it. That one should be fun. But yes, thinking of streaming on Kick and YouTube in the future, if everyone's cool with that. Maybe because Kick is less known, maybe more people will be searching around and find the channel, potentially. Especially with all the issues that have been happening on Twitch with payouts and shitting people, or not shitting, what's the word I'm looking for? Screwing people over, essentially. I don't know. Definitely gonna keep streaming on YouTube because it saves the VODs, which is excellent. I love that. But yeah, if you're watching on Kick, make sure to follow me and keep an eye out on notifications. I need to keep updating my profile, so I'll put my socials in there if they're not already. I have a Discord, and you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, I suppose. If you're on YouTube, make sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you to everyone for showing up today. I think it was mostly Rocket, but that's okay. If I had any lurkers, I understand you don't want to talk. That's totally cool. And then subscribe on YouTube as well, and if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications every time I am about to go live. And I will see you later this week. Bye!